Hello everyone, welcome back to our chemistry class. So we are still in chapter 3, periodic table. So in this video, we will be looking at periodicity part A. So in this video, we will be looking at the variation in atomic radii. Okay, there are two cases that we will look into. The first one is when we are going across the period, and the second one when we are going down a group. Okay, generally when we are going across a period, the atomic radii will decrease. Okay, meaning to say, from left to your right, the atomic size will become smaller, which is it will be big first and then small at the end. Okay, when we go down a group, generally the atomic radii will increases, meaning to say, okay, pada awalnya size atom itu adalah kecil dan going down the atomic size will be increasing. So, why is this happening? Okay, and what are the factors that causes this? So, there are two factors that affect the atomic radii. The first one is called as effective nuclear charge ataupun ZEF, and then the second one is called as shielding effect. So the effective nuclear charge ZEF will be used when we are going across the period. So ZEF is used for elements which belong to the same period. However, the shielding effect is used when we are going down a group. So meaning to say, shielding effect will be used to compare when elements belong in the same group. So what is effective nuclear charge, ZEF? So ZEF is the net positive charge experienced by the valence electron. Okay, so you need to know that when electrons are moving around the nucleus, the electrons do not experience the same nucleus attraction. Okay, because electrons that are closer to the nucleus will experience greater nucleus attraction, but the electrons that are far away from the nucleus will experience less nucleus attraction. So ceritanya macam begini, kita ada nukleus di tengah-tengah itu, yang mana nukleus ni dia ada proton. Okay, proton ini charge dia adalah positif. And then pada shell itu, okay, pada elektron shell itu kita ada elektron, yang mana kita tahu bahawa elektron ini dia mempunyai charge negatif. So elektron dengan proton dia akan ada satu yang kita panggil sebagai force of attraction. So bila force of attraction itu berlaku di antara valence elektron dan juga proton pada nukleus, okay, force of attraction kan. So force of attraction itu kita panggil sebagai effective nuclear charge experienced by the valence electron. So dalam erti kata lain, okay, itu adalah ZEF. So apabila kita punya nilai ZEF itu tinggi, maksudnya ZEF kita adalah strong. So what will happen to the valence electron? The valence electron itu dia akan ditarik supaya lebih dekat dengan nukleus. Okay, so bila valence electron itu ditarik supaya lebih dekat dengan nukleus, size bagi atom itu akan menjadi lebih kecil. So, the question now is, how can we determine the value of the ZEF? So, there is a formula to calculate the value of ZEF, in which ZEF is equal to Z minus S, yang mana Z is the number of proton while S is the number of electrons filled at the inner orbital ataupun number of inner at core electron. So mari kita tengok contoh yang pertama. Kita ada sodium 11. So we write the electronic configuration first. So the electronic configuration as shown there, and then we draw the border. So kita tahu 3s1 adalah valence electron shell dia. So meaning to say dia punya valence electron is equals to 1. So yang di dalam itu, yang warna biru itu adalah apa yang kita panggil sebagai inner electron. Jadi Z is equal to Z. Z dia adalah 11 dan S adalah number of electrons at the inner electron. So 11 tolak 10, maka nilai Z bagi sodium adalah positive 1. So let's take a look at elements in period 3. So sebab dia dalam period 3, meaning to say the number of shell for every atom is equals to 3. Next, let's take a look at the inner electron. So bila kita draw border, okay, so kita akan tahu bahawa inner electron adalah untuk shell 1 dengan shell 2. So meaning to say, across period 3, the number of inner electrons for each atom pun sama, iaitu 10. Next, kita kira Z untuk setiap atom. So untuk sodium 11 tolak 10, magnesium 12 tolak 10, aluminium 13 tolak 10, silikon 14 tolak 10, dan seterusnya sampailah ke argon. Number of Z adalah equals to positive 8. So across period T3, when we look at the atom, we know that the number of proton ataupun proton number bagi setiap atom itu dia akan increase. When we look at the number of shell and also the number of inner electrons, okay, it does not change, meaning to say it is constant, it is the same. But when we look at the value of the Z, we know that across the period, the value of the Z will be increasing. So, when the proton number is increasing, the Z number is increasing, what happened to the radius when we go across the period? So, the radius is decreased, meaning to say the atomic size will become smaller. Let's take a full explanation regarding the Z. Okay, so across period 3, we know that the proton number or the number of proton will increase. Okay, so when the proton number increasing, the Z value also will increase. So when the Z value is strong, meaning to say the attraction of nucleus to the valence electron also become stronger. This will make the valence electron drawn closer to the nucleus and the size of atom will be decreased. Okay, in this case the shielding effect does not occur because electrons are added to the same shell. So secara kesimpulannya, when the proton number is increasing, the Z also will increase. So what happened to the attraction, forces of attraction between the nucleus and the valence electron, it also will be increasing. So this will make the size of the atom decreases. So kalau kita tengok sana ada P-ZAS. P-ZAS ini dia adalah tips untuk kamu hafal what happened, okay, to the atom across the period. Yang mana P itu mewakili proton number, Z itu pula mewakili Z, A untuk attraction, forces of attraction, and then S is for the size of the atom. So ingat, proton number increase, Z also will increase, making the force of attraction between the nucleus and also the valence electron stronger. Thus, the size of the atom will also decreasing. Next, let's take a look at shielding effect. So, shielding effect, as I said before, is used to compare the atomic size when the atoms is belong in the same group. So shielding effect ni juga dikenali sebagai screening effect, and it is caused by the mutual repulsion between electrons of inner shell and electrons of outer shell. So electrons at outer shell ini maksudnya dia pada outermost shell, maksudnya pada valence electron shell lah. Okay, so the shielding effect also can occur between electron of the same shell, tapi dia kurang efektif jika dibandingkan dengan elektron yang berada pada different shell. So mari kita tengok rajah ini. So kalau kamu tengok sana yang saya highlightkan dengan warna hijau, itu adalah apa yang kita panggil sebagai outermost shell, electron at outer shell, ataupun dalam arti kata lain dia adalah valence electron shell. Manakala shell yang saya kasih highlight biru itu yang kita panggil sebagai inner shell. Okay, so kalau kamu tengok pada inner shell dan juga pada outer shell itu dia ada elektron, betul kan? Dia ada elektron. So kita tahu elektron ini dia bercharge negatif. So bila negatif, maksudnya dia akan saling menolak. So meaning to say dia ada repulsion di antara elektron dan elektron tersebut. Elektron at inner shell dan juga elektron at outer shell. So repulsion itu yang kita panggil sebagai shielding effect. So mari kita tengok lagi satu penerangan berkaitan dengan shielding effect. So katalah kita ada sini, okay, atom, okay, dan ada elektron pada valence pada outermost shell di sana, dan kita tahu akan ada satu daya tarikan di antara elektron dan juga proton yang berada di nukleus. So force of attraction itu kan. Tapi dalam case ini sekarang, force of attraction itu is being shielded by one inner shell. Okay, kamu tengok sana, force of attraction itu is being shielded by one inner shell. Okey, sekarang ini kita tengok pula rajah yang kedua. So rajah yang kedua kita ada 1, 2, 3, 4 energy level. So meaning to say proton dengan neutron, proton dengan elektron masih ada daya tarikan, force of attraction between them. Tapi sekarang force of attraction between the nucleus and also the electron is being shielded by 3 inner shell. So as a conclusion, we can say that when the number of inner shell is increasing, the shielding effect also will be increasing. So bila itu shielding effect increasing, okay, the force of attraction between the nucleus and also the valence electron will be decreasing. Kenapa? Sebab itu force of attraction kena lindung oleh 3 inner shell. Therefore, the size of the atom will be increasing. So now let's take a look the shielding effect down group 1. So kita tengok ZeV dulu. So down group 1, the ZeV value is constant. When we look at the number of shell and also the number of inner electrons, we can see that the number of shell will be increasing and the number of inner electrons also increasing. So what happened to the radius of the atom as we go down a group? So the radius of the atom will be increasing. Let's take a look at full explanation about the shielding effect when we go down group 1. So when we go down group 1, the number of shell will be increasing, meaning to say N will be increasing, and more inner electrons are present to shield the valence electron from the nuclear charge, as there are more completed electron shells between the valence electrons and the nucleus. So this will make the shielding effect to the valence electron increases. Okay, bila shielding effect increases, the attraction between the nucleus and the valence electron also will decreases. This will make the size of the atom increases. So, dalam erti kata lain, untuk shielding effect, tips untuk hafal adalah NSAS. As a conclusion for shielding effect, it is used for elements in the same group. So when we go down a group, the principal quantum number ataupun number of shell dia akan increase. The shielding effect also will increase. The force of attraction is getting weaker and the size of the atom is also increasing. So kita akan guna NSAS, yang mana N adalah number of shell. Oke, S adalah untuk shielding effect. A is for attraction, so kita tulis full force of attraction. And then S is for the size of the atom. So when we go down a group, what will happen to the number of shell? Number of shell will be increasing. Okay, the shielding effect also will be increasing. Okay, causing the force of attraction between the nucleus and also outermost electron getting weaker, thus the size of atom will be increasing. So as a conclusion, when we go across the period, the atomic size will be decreasing. Okay, so untuk explain kita akan guna PISAS. And as we go down a group, the atomic size will be increasing. So to explain the variation, we are using the NSAS. So itu sahaja untuk video kali ini. Kita akan sambung dalam video yang seterusnya. Thank you for your time guys. I'll see you. Take care and bye-bye.